Hello, everybody. Welcome to West Coast Pop. This is your boy Knock, and I'm joined here with Eric. What's up, Eric?
How's it going, man? All good.
All good, and we're here. KOF is here to break down every black world champion in pro wrestling history. All the way back from, we had people like Bearcat Wright, Bobo Brazil winning World Heavyweight Championships and breaking down barriers in the history of wrestling. We're going to cover just a few guys here, so stick with us. I hope you guys enjoy the video. First up here, we got Rocky Johnson, who was the first Georgia Heavyweight Champion. He also was the first black champion in WWE, period, with his tag team partner, Tony Atlas.
I can tell you from personal experience, having trained with the guy, he is one of the smartest minds in the business. Best advice I got from him is to always keep your guard up when you're in the ring, and nothing made this guy happier than pro wrestling.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Next up, we got Ron Simmons. Damn! The first black WCW World Champion, defeating Vader in his first reign. What a win from this guy.
Yeah, for all youngins out there, you don't understand, Vader is one of the biggest, baddest, probably one of the best big men in history. So to give Ron Simmons that rub, to be the first black champion to beat him, that's truly something remarkable. Ron Simmons is one of the greatest.
And then next up, we see the great one himself, the Brahma Bull, The Rock, World Heavyweight Champ, defeating Mankind at Survivor Series. WWF Champion, 10-time World Champ.
This dude, people, The Rock has so many great moments. It's very easy to realize, easy to forget that The Rock was really such a short period of time, from like 1999 to 2004. He packed so much in such a small time. He was constantly entertaining. Even his biggest mistakes were truly entertaining, if there were any.
And then the five-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion defeated Jeff Jarrett to win his first of many titles.
This man knows every aspect of wrestling. He knows the promos. He knows the ring work. He just knows every single thing. He can excel it. He can open his own promotion, which he has. He's at a training school. He could do it all.
Check out Booker T, the king of the Spinaroonie. Next up on the list, R-Truth Ron Killing himself, who was the first black NWA World Champion. He defeated Ken Shamrock in TNA's weekly pay-per-view, hitting his big spinning corkscrew scissor kick. Man with all the talent and athleticism.
If you see this dude on Monday Night Raw every week, just be aware of the fact that he is constantly holding back. This man, as old as he is compared to most of the people, he is an amazing in-ring worker, and he's holding back.
What's up? All right, here we are with the man with all the drip, the first black PWG champion back in the day. He was the breakout star of the West Coast, starred in Nacho Libre. This is Human Tornado.
You know what? This guy's a good example of don't let anyone tell you if you don't make it WWE, you haven't made it. This guy did some great work on the indies.
And if you're wondering who he is in Nacho Libre, check him out as El Snowflake.
Next up in 2011, we had Mark Henry, World's Strongest Man, claiming the World Heavyweight Championship, World Champion, and he elevated with the Hall of Pain. What a run for him as he defeated Randy Orton.
Mark Henry is a pure example of what happens when you stick with it and do your job. Because for the longest time, Vince McMahon was purposely sabotaging his career because Vince knew that he overpaid Mark when he first came in. But every time Vince gave him something stupid, Mark did it with a smile on his face. And that's what led him to be a World Heavyweight Champion, ECW Champion. And if he's not a Hall of Famer, future.
We got Big E, the man obsessed with the five count. He won the IC Championship as most notable, but also he was the first black NXT champion, defeating Seth Rollins with the big ending. Give a shout out to that man.
You know what? This man deserves so much prop when you talk about black wrestlers, because more than anyone, WWE has this thing where if you're black, you have no personality. All you can do is smile. Big E is proof that we have personality. That man does anything he wants, and he has fun doing it. Respect.
And this is not a world championship entry, but this was a main title in New Japan as MVP. Was the first ever IWGP IC champion in a tournament beating Okada and Naito. So give it up for MVP.
Coming from the 305, seeing MVP work his way up from being a former prison inmate to make it WWE to New Japan, this man worked his ass off. Respect where respect is due. MVP put into work.
He keeps on improving. His promos are amazing. He has a way with words, really speaks from the heart. He's now working for his black belt in jiu-jitsu. He truly is the MVP. Catch him rapping his own theme song in TNA. Dude has bars. Give it a check out. Oh, snap. My man.
2014, we saw Bobby Lashley win the TNA World Championship and every single title in that company and go on a tear as he defeated Eric Young for the world title and tapped out Drew McIntyre in another run. Great man.
If you listen to the podcast, you know my thoughts about him, but the facts are Bobby Lashley's in this business for a reason. He's got a mind, he's got the body, and when everything lines up for him, it's beautiful.
Full Impact Pro, a Chinese promotion. It's one of the biggest promotions they got. Our boy Rich Swann took home the gold, defeating Trent Beretta for their world title.
If his WWE career hadn't cut so short, I could honestly see this guy being a very main fixture on Monday Night Raw. Constantly entertaining. He's got personality for days. One of the nicest, most respectful guys you'll ever meet. Rich, whatever your future holds for you, man, I wish you the best.
And the franchise, the athlete, the Ric Flair, Macho Man, Randy Savage impersonator, but more than that, the man Jay Lethal, a man of his own, Ring of Honor's best and grandest world champion. Held for the title for 427 days.
Well, personal story, before I started watching the Indies, I always heard of Jay Lethal, but I had never seen him. So in my mind, I always pictured him being white. When I found out that this dude was a black man, killing it on the wrestling scene, that was the first time I ever thought to myself, maybe I could learn to do this.
He's an inspiration for everybody.
Another master on the promo. He can do promos as himself or anyone else. One of Ric Flair's people. He also trained AJ Lee and was a one-time tag team champion with that boy Xavier Woods when he was known as Consequences Creed. How about that for a new day? Give Lethal his credit. This man is one of the greats. And I love that Lethal Injection finisher move.
Another Ring of Honor guy, Jonathan Gresham, took home the CZW World Championship. And he's one of the most technical guys out there. If you see Zack Sabre, seen all those guys, this guy's right there with him as far as technicality.
I'm willing to bet money on this dude's off stage. He's in the ring. He's constantly improving. Everything this guy does in the ring is a work of art. He's going to go far wherever he goes. If he stays in Ring of Honor, he's going to go far.
Currently, Gresham is tag team champions with Jay Lethal and Ring of Honor. But most importantly to him, he is pushing pure technical wrestling back to the forefront. He is the leader of the foundation, and he's hailing Hydra.
The human highlight reel himself, the man that is arguably the greatest high flyer, the PWG World Champion Ricochet, took home the gold and was the man for this championship, defeating Chuck Taylor.
If you want to introduce wrestling to anybody, someone who does not believe that wrestling is real or has any athletic capabilities, you show them a Ricochet match, because this dude, I almost want to say he redefines high flying. Flying does not cover this guy's abilities. He is, top bar none.
Quick, agile, that is Leo Rush, defeating Joe Gacy to become the CZW World Heavyweight Champion before having his tenure in NXT as the Cruiserweight Champion. This guy was everywhere. This guy is Leo Rush.
I give this guy all the credit in the world. To get even personal with it, we have been covering the podcast. I have my own battle with depression. Leo Rush has spoken out about dealing with it. I can tell you, wrestling with depression, both in ring and fucking real life, is almost impossible. So I give this guy all the credit in the world for being as big a name as he is dealing with that.
Moose. Former football player took home the IPW World Heavyweight Championship. This is a promotion in England where he was their first black champion. He's also the TNA World Champion right now. Self-proclaimed, but he might as well be a champion. He's headlining everything.
As Knock will tell you, and Moose, if you ever hear this, please don't hurt me. We met the dude one day, and he's just sitting in the crowd while we're setting up the ring. and he's staring into blank space. I almost wanted to go ask him, "Are you okay?" I think that just shows how much he's into this, that he is focusing on what's next. He's focusing on the next match. And for that, I got respect for the guy.
Much respect to him. Now, this man defines charisma. Shane Strickland, you might know him now as Isaiah Swerve Scott. He won the MLW World Championship, held the CZW World Championship for 126 days, defeating Davey Boy Richards. This guy tears it up.
Just going off these clips alone, I might have to go back and watch some of these matches. Damn, that drop kick out of nowhere. Hopefully you guys are seeing this too. I'm very excited to see what this guy can do. I've never seen it, but I'm very excited to learn about him.
Check out for Shane Strickland. Next up, we have the second Black World FIP World Champion. Held the title for an astounding 562 days. Not only defeated Caleb Conley for the title, this dude tapped out Brian Cage. Clean. He may not be flashy, but he gets the wins.
I'll say this. The same way I said that beating Vader for a championship is a big deal. Tapping out Brian Cage, I don't think just everyone does that. You gotta be a big deal to get that kind of win. And 562 days, that is ridiculous in modern day. We're not talking the Hogan era where you held it for years. We're talking modern day. That is ridiculous. I dig that.
Kofi fucking Kingston.
Kofi Mania is running wild. The man who put in the work, put in the time, and earned his WWE Championship at WrestleMania, had everyone on his back, and I'm proud to say I watched this live.
Very proud to say we watched it live. This man broke an 11-year curse. The Rock was the last black WWE champion. It took us 11 years to get someone to the top of the mountain. Kofi, he waited his time. He did what he had to do, but he got there and he represented for all of us. Respect to you, Kofi. I hope when your run is all said and done, you have yourself a nice rest. You're taken care of because you deserve the best.
And finally, bask in his glory, the NXT champion, former PWG World Champion, Keith Lee, is taking the world by storm as he defeated the longest reigning Adam Cole to take home all the gold.
So, Knock and I, we constantly try to predict who the next black champion will be, the next big star. And it sucks when we get it wrong because we want someone to get that spotlight. I don't think Keith Lee is a wrong prediction. This guy is going to be a top of the mountain. Whether it's WWE champion, Universal champion, this guy has everything in the belt, and he's going to make us proud.
We'll keep sending the energy for that spirit bomb. Just keep on doing you. Thank you guys for watching. That was our list. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and hope you guys enjoyed.